It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC North rivals. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. A good one looming in one of the tougher divisions in football. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, this division, year in, year out, man, it is physical, it's tough, it's always tight at the top. You get here one more year, and you look at everybody, and you can make a case that this could be a team that can make a playoff run.
Yeah, and especially the case, Mike, that last year, 3 of the 4 teams made the playoffs, the only exception being the Cincinnati Bengals, who went 9-8 without their star quarterback, Joe Burrow, down the stretch. So here you are going into this year. All 4 of these teams are legitimate playoff contenders, and when you look around the league, I'm not sure there's another division with a straight face that I'd be willing to say that.
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the Ravens' big-ticket free agent acquisition. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Jackson now on second down. That's caught. Derrick Henry. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still third down.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Can they keep him healthy? Because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
On first down, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A gain there of 11. It's a Cincinnati first down. They go play action for Burrow. Open man is the tight end, Sample. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. Here comes 3rd and 6. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. That'll be a first down. A gain of 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Ravens offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He'll work forward for a couple. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Bateman is the motion man. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delayed game. Still 2nd down.
Second down. Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were able to move the ball the first time, but came away with nothing. So they try it again in this scoreless game and get going with 1st and 10. First and 10. They bring Chase in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I could promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw, Burrow. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Burrow to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion comes Andrews. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 2nd down.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Quickly into the hands of Chase. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Burrow. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. The throw on the run is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Still 2nd down.
Now Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And finally, we see this offense find a little bit of life here early in this 1st half. They've struggled to get anything going early on, but at least this play has them on the move. Now, can they finish this drive and finally put some points on the scoreboard here in the 1st half?
It's the tight end Likely in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Option. Still 1st down.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play action now. Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Bateman is the motion man. To the air one more time with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. Oh, goodness. After the play, that's Lamar having some difficulties down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this fourth down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge fourth down stop.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Now, Burrow to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Burrow gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up second down. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes third down. Back to throw. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and taken. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
Give him 13 on that screenplay and a 1st down.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Now it is 1st and goal. Aguilar goes off in motion. They'll look to throw again. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. That one, take it in. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Here's Burrow. Quick throw here is complete.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
The Ravens offense going to take over just before the half. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a screen set up for Henry. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And this has been a dreadful offensive performance. Quarterback picked off 4 times so far. And this may be one just to erase from the memory. No need to watch the film of this one. It's a horror show. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now, Burrow. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. They get 18 on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Open man, downfield, Chase has it. A gain of 24 through the air, and the Bengals gonna have a first down.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
A first down throw for Burrow. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Play action now. It's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
That is brought in at the 10. And he will score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board. It's 10-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He finds Likely, his tight end. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it, he gets out in space, and he does the rest.
Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will get out in front 17-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where, put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the ground right now?
I think it's hard. I think a lot of it has to do with how much confidence do you have that he can work himself through it, because as the turnovers continue to stack up, your biggest fear is that the confidence breaks down. So a lot of this is really just how well do you understand, what kind of relationship do you have with your quarterback. If you think you can get him through it, keep putting the ball in his hands. If you think he's done for the day, you got a big question you got to answer, whether he should even be in the game.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
He'll air one out for Higgins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's 3rd and 2. Gesicki, the man in motion. He'll try to run it here with Moss.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. Burrow. He's got his big tight end. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. The TD on is McPherson to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar. And they have been so far. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
1st down run here by Henry, and he signed with the Ravens this offseason. When you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore backfield. They hope the two of them can be that combo to finally get this Baltimore team over the hump.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Aguilar goes off in motion. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
On first down, Burrow. That one is caught. It's Hudson. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. Right side, and Higgins has the catch. 15 yards through the air. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Second down, Burrow. And that is brought in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking. There's no need to rush, but you have to execute your offense and make sure you end this drive with points.
Burrow. A throw on the move is caught. And the Bengals are looking at a first and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can, and now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on second and third. You have to at least come away with points.
They go play action for Burrow. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Now they'll be looking at third and goal.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Good game. This has been back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
On is McPherson for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. A first down throw for Jackson. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still 1st down.
Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
They'll keep it on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Still 1st down.
From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And the Bengals are going to get the football at their own 23.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. They'll give up the middle to Moss. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. A run over center with Moss. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an knee.
Delay of game. Still 2nd down.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. on in the win column for the Bengals. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.